Good morning, guys. What's up? Welcome back to another video. It is Sunday, cyclical keto for me, carb up day for me, all the good stuff. Normally my long run day, but I'll talk to you guys more about that later. But it's about 9:30 or so in the morning. I'm getting ready to have to go pick my daughter up from work here shortly. Just finishing up some coffee in my new mug. This is from my Etsy shop, Make Moves. I have quite a few of them in there, which I have linked down below, and I've told you guys about it a couple times, but I have a bunch of new designs and stuff that I'm going to be adding to it. I just added some new stuff, but I'm going to be adding a lot more stuff. So you guys can check that out down below if you want to, but I have not been feeling myself the last week and a half, really, since Thanksgiving. I haven't felt good and just a ton of stuff, which I'll talk to you guys more about throughout the day. But I wanted to go ahead and get the vlog started. Like I said, coffee is all I have had so far this morning. I'm getting ready to have a bang though. I have a bunch of stuff to do today. I'm not sure if I'm going to try to do a short run or maybe a long walk, one of the two, and then yoga later. And of course, I'll keep you guys updated as I go. But like I said, it is a cyclical keto day today, so I will be doing a carb up today. So I'll show you my first meal here in just a little bit when I get back. We just pulled all of our Christmas decorations out, so we are going to decorate our tree today. Try to just get stuff prepped up for the week because, like I said, I have not had the best week in a bunch of different ways. So I'm really wanting to get prepped up for this week so that I am like ready to go and that I have a much better week. So let's go ahead and get this day started. It's about 11 o'clock right now and I am having my purple guava pear bang. You guys know this is my absolutely favorite kind. Just got back from picking up my daughter from work, got some stuff from Target, have Christmas stuff out everywhere. So I'm going to finish this bang up and some of my water, and we are going to go on a walk. Little guy's going with me, and then we will make our first meal as soon as we get back. All right, guys, I am a couple miles in. Started out walking, then ran a little. My little guy was with me. He got tired, took him back to the house and got out of my jacket because in true Florida fashion, now the sun is out and it is nice and hot, but it actually feels really good out. The sun is out, but it's still got a cool breeze, so it feels really good, and just enjoying my nice walk. I'm gonna probably run a little bit here after I get up a little further. I haven't been running as much, as you guys know, which I haven't even vlogged since before Thanksgiving now, so I have a lot of catching up with you guys to fill you in on everything that's going on. So I haven't been running a ton because I started having some muscle issues again and inflammation. And if you guys have been with me a while, then you know when the pandemic first started, or before it, I was going to the chiropractor to get adjusted and try to work through some issues that I was having in some of my muscles from not properly stretching and warming up and just jumping in the running game, not knowing anything and just running, and kind of had messed some stuff up. So I was going to the chiropractor, and then I had to stop because of the pandemic because everything closed down. And of course I took off a little bit of running because that's what they suggested, and then once I started feeling better, I got back into it, and I would do warm up and cool downs and stretches, but not properly, and not proper technique, and technique matters. So like I have said to you guys before, I definitely have to focus in the future on like very targeted stretching, deep stretching, working on my flexibility and all of that if I want to have a long running journey. And you guys know that I do. I plan on running a half marathon and then a marathon, so, and being a lifelong runner. So I definitely have to make sure to take care of my body and muscles and joints so that I can do that. But I'm gonna walk here for a little bit more and then probably run a little bit. I'm not gonna overdo it, and see how I feel, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next couple miles. All right, guys, so I decided to power walk instead of running because I am like so enjoying nature. It is so very gorgeous out today, like so gorgeous. It's like 64 degrees and the sun is out. It is absolutely beautiful. Nature is so healing. All right, guys, got right over 5 miles right now, and I'm just walking regular. I power walked for a little bit and then kind of just stuck it like a steady, brisk walk, which felt absolutely awesome being out in this weather and just in nature and by myself, walking is more healing than any exercise. Can't recommend it enough, especially after the week that I've had and how I have felt. I totally needed this. I probably have about a mile or a mile and a half left, so as soon as I get back to the house, I'm gonna make a protein shake, and then my first meal. All right, guys, just got back from my walk, which I'll talk to you guys about in just a second, and I'm getting ready to make my protein shake, which I am like over the moon excited about because I ordered this strawberry prime protein from Equip from their Black Friday sale, which I got a ton of stuff from them, and I'm gonna show you guys like a whole Black Friday haul. I still have stuff like trickling in of all the stuff that I ordered from all the different companies that I'm like super excited to show you guys, but I have been like stoked to try this. So I am going to use a scoop of this strawberry prime protein, some of the unsweetened almond milk. I have a couple strawberries because that's all that I had left that I'm going to throw in there, plus a banana, and it is going to be thebomb.com. All right, guys, so as you saw, back from the 7-mile walk, just made this strawberry banana shake that I am absolutely loving. I couldn't wait to get this. It is so delicious. But the walk was absolutely awesome. I'm glad that I decided to do a super long walk like that instead of a run, because like I was saying, as I was walking, a lot of times it's just better for me, more fulfilling for me, for my mental fitness more than anything. Just being outside in nature and walking with the coolness in the air, but the sun out and the trees, just being by myself walking, like it, especially after the week that I've had, it just was really needed and felt good and still was moving my body, and it just felt absolutely awesome. And like I said, I finished 7 miles. It took me 2 hours and it was just absolutely awesome. And I feel just in a way better headspace and feel better physically than I have the last week, because I wasn't feeling good the last week. Just feeling like really run down, like maybe like the onset of a cold or something, but it never like fully came into a cold, but it just felt like that. I felt super lethargic and just fatigued. I had a sore throat for like a day or so, and then still working out, but not every day on such a like strict routine and regimen like I normally do since Thanksgiving. And what I have noticed is when I plan for my like off plan cheat days, whether it be a holiday or like after 75 hard or whatever, even though I plan for that day to be off plan, what I end up doing, because I'm so restrictive like the rest of the year, there's only a few times a year that I like allow myself to do that. And what I find is that I just go hard. Like I know that I only can take that certain day or that weekend like to eat the things that I don't allow myself all the rest of the time. So then I just overdo it because I know I'm going to get back on my eating plan and I'm not going to be allowed to have any of that stuff again. And it's really a bad way to approach it, honestly, and it hasn't served me well. And I'm just realizing the pattern that I'm doing. And so a lot of times, you know, like Thanksgiving, we have a bunch of leftovers, so then the next day ends up being an off-plan day too, so we get in all the food that we don't normally eat, and then it takes days to like physically recoup and mentally recoup after that to get back to the way that I want to feel mentally and physically. And it's just not a healthy way to approach it or do it, and I know that, and so recognizing it and changing it is the best thing to do, because then a lot of times then I'm like beating myself up because I know that's not how I want to eat. And even though I'm back on my keto eating plan, I'm overeating keto food and not feeling as good in my workouts and just not feeling as good in my skin overall. So it's not a healthy mindset. It's not a healthy relationship with food. If it's just the one meal and then not anything else, then that's one thing. That's where I want to be at. That's the balance that I want to have. Maybe Thanksgiving dinner, I have some things that I don't normally eat, but not before and after and during and then the next day too. And just overdo it and then feel horrible afterwards. So I know that I'm not alone. I know a bunch of you guys struggle with the same thing. And so the best thing to do is to recognize it and to realize the patterns that you get into, or the things that you know are your weaknesses, and to fix them so that you don't end up in that same spot again. So that's just kind of been the overall gist of my last week. And so mentally and physically, I just wasn't feeling my best, and knowing what I have to do to get back to feeling my best. So I am super feeling good today though. I absolutely love that walk, and I am just going to finish this protein shake, and then I'm going to be making grilled cheese and tomato soup for lunch for all of us, and we're going to be decorating for Christmas, and I'm going to try to get some YouTube stuff laid out for the week. I've got to get my reading in today and just a few other things to get set up for the week and have a much better week this week than last. All right guys, so here's what we have going on for lunch. I am making grilled cheese and tomato soup. I have not had that in I don't even know how long, forever. I am going to be using the soft sandwich base culture bread. These ones have, I think, 6 net carbs per slice. Yep, there's the macros there, 6 net carbs per slice. So I'm going to be making 2 grilled cheese with, I'm going to use some of this medium white cheddar farm style thick cut Tillamook cheese. And then the kids want some of this Colby Jack cheese here. With the grilled cheese, I'm going to be making this chunky tomato bisque. This is the Amy's brand organic soups. It has good ingredients. There's all the macros and ingredients, and I am super excited. I haven't had tomato bisque and a grilled cheese in forever, and I actually think I'm going to cook up some of this Canadian bacon to throw on mine as well. So as soon as I get this all made up and plated up, I'll show you. This tomato bisque is absolutely delicious. All I added to it was some real salt and some parsley, and then the base culture bread with that cheese and the Canadian bacon is looking delicious. It doesn't look as pretty as the kids' grilled cheese, but that's okay, it will do. And of course I put it into Carb Manager. It's 31 grams carbs and 767 calories. And I don't think I mentioned to you guys, the shake was 26 net carbs, 256 calories. So I'm getting ready to enjoy this with my cherry cola Zevia. So I finished lunch, and now I'm going to go in with my supplements, and I was able to stock up on some of them from Equip. I have a bunch more stuff down there, but I take 2 of these turmeric, 6 of these grass-fed beef livers, 3 of these joint support, and 2 of this immune support booster. I think this is my first time ever trying these, so I'll let you guys know how those are. So it's 6 o'clock now, and I'm going in with my protein fix. I just made up a glass of the bone broth collagen. This is the one I use. And then I'm also going in with an Epic bar. This is the chicken sriracha. I love this one. And the beef, the bison, all of them. This one is actually lower carb. It has 0 net carbs, but I don't have any of the other ones that I would normally do on my higher carb up days. So that's all right, but I still need to get my protein in, and I'm just decorating for Christmas right now, and then I'll get dinner going here in just a few. It is now 7:30 and we're going in with dinner, and I know this looks like not very appetizing, but it's going to be delicious. I have sweet potato on the bottom there, and then I have some chili right on top. I had chili in the freezer, and we're doing the freezer challenge that Nicole Burgess is doing. We have to use stuff out of our freezer, so I'm starting it tonight. I didn't realize that this chili that I had put up, I had hit with the immersion blender, because I think we did like chili dogs. And then I just put the rest in the freezer, so that's why it looks like that, but it still tastes delicious. So we have the sweet potatoes and chili, topped it with a little bit of parsley, and it is 54 net carbs and 632 calories. And then I will go in with dessert here in just a little bit. I also just added some of this nutritional yeast right on top. All right, I'm going to be going in with the Epic Nicole Burgess snack. I've been seeing her do the last couple cyclical keto days. We got the Siete cinnamon crisps. These things are really good just by themselves. They are seasonal, and they haven't been at Target the last 1 or 2 times that I've been. So thank God that I got a couple bags when I did. I'm going to melt some of the Lollis chocolate to put on top. I'm going to cut up a banana and put on top. And then I also got some of these Nature's blueberries. True. My daughter found these. They're covered in dark chocolate. And there are the macros and ingredients. They have 9 net carbs per serving, which is 10 to 12 pieces. And I'm going to throw a few of these on there, and I'll show you when I plate everything up. So I've melted the Lollis chocolate here, and as you can see, I literally put 1 drop of some of this organic coconut butter just to kind of thin this out a little tiny bit. I mean, can we just talk about this for a second, guys? Holy moly. That looks absolutely phenomenal. And these things are like really, really good. They have them in raspberries and something else too. But like they are 9 carbs for a serving. So I would definitely just do those on cyclical keto days if you do carb ups. And I didn't actually end up using all of that chocolate, but it is looking dynamite and I am ready to dig in. As you can see, that legit was delicious. That is like an amazing, amazing treat. If you guys haven't tried it, definitely try it. But I'm going to end the night now. We're just watching a movie and I'm not going to have anything else for the rest of the night. So I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. What's up, guys? Good morning. It is Monday for me. Happy whatever day it is for you that you're watching this. We are at the gym right now. Just finished up the pre-workout, getting ready to go in here and do back and biceps. The pre-workout is the Equip. I am super glad to have that again. I know I told you guys I ordered a bunch on Black Friday, so super stoked to have the pre-workout again, but we're going to go ahead and bust this workout this morning and get this day started. Another back and bicep workouts in the books. It was an absolutely awesome workout and went home, got the little guy up for school, all that, everybody, husband off to work, daughter off to school, all the things. And I'm on my way back actually from dropping little guy off right now back to the house and feeling super pumped to get this day started, to knock out this new week. I'm so glad to be feeling like myself again. Like I was telling you guys yesterday, really had a down week last week and just I feel like stuff can spiral really quick. Like I was talking to you guys about eating off plan for Thanksgiving, and I need to stress to you guys that sometimes even if you don't spiral out of control and eat off plan for a week or 2 weeks and let it just get crazy out of control, even if off plan eating for a day or two, like I always get back on plan, always, no matter what. And I still, even getting back on plan, can still feel just out of sorts and not myself for like multiple days afterwards, even being back on plan or back to routine or whatever. So it's definitely a slippery slope and you have to like find that healthy balance. And I definitely think doing more than a meal for myself anyways is just not optimal. It isn't what's best for me. So I am definitely thinking about doing Christmas a little bit different. And can you even believe we are 3 weeks away from Christmas? Like, I don't know how it is already here. Let me know what you guys have planned down below. But like I said, I'm feeling super pumped. Had a super good workout today. As you see, I inserted a couple clips from Instagram and I had posted on there that it's you versus you. And I was thinking about that this morning because a lot of times we can compare our journey to somebody else's, either how they look or how they're working out or their success or their marriage or whatever it is. Like, and I can't even say like don't compare yourself because we're humans and we are going to compare ourselves. Like it's just part of human nature. Like people have done it since the beginning of time until the end of time. We will all probably do it. We compare our experiences, like how we see life, we compare what else we see, how other people do life, and we compare ours to them. Like I think if you're human and you're just looking at somebody else, you can't help but do that. The problem is when you are demeaning yourself because of what you see in someone else. If you are letting it inspire you and motivate you and you're comparing what they have in a healthy way and it like lights a fire in you, then that's one thing. But if it becomes like an unhealthy thing where you're beating yourself up and you don't think that you can acquire whatever it is that you see that you want, or you're hating on them because they have it, and it just turns into an unhealthy and derogatory thing towards yourself, then that's when you have to check it. That's when you have to reevaluate it, and then realize why you are thinking that, why you're feeling that way, and know that the reflection in the mirror, what you see every single day, is what you have to compete against. Being inspired and motivated by what you see and want out of life is going to make you better. And so not to compare yourself in a negative way with other people, and let that, what you see in the world that you want, whatever it is, whether it's physical, mental, success, material, whatever it is that you are thinking about or that you're wanting, let it fuel your fire in a healthy way to propel you for more. Like, I don't know, I just think we all get so caught up, especially in social media, and compare ourselves and then just go in a downward negative spiral. So I don't know, I was just thinking about that this morning, and hopefully that encourages you guys just to step back and think, like, if you are comparing what you see somebody else doing, don't beat yourself up about it. Just let it inspire and motivate you. Let it help you to execute on your own goals. So I don't know, I'm just feeling way better today, just in a better mental space, better physically, just already like just feeling way better. So I'm excited to get today going, and I'm so glad to be back working out early in the morning, which, I mean, no matter what time of day you work out, working out at all is better than not, but I just prefer early mornings. It just pumps me up, and I create enough energy to be productive throughout the day and execute on my day and knock out my to-do list. It always just makes me feel better and set the stage for the rest of the day. So I have my workouts planned for this week, and I am planning workouts for 75 hard, which I have to get all that laid out so I can film that prep video for you guys. And I'm not sure what I'm going to be eating today. I didn't go over my carb manager with you guys last night. We ended up just watching movies, and I wanted to do yoga last night, and I keep telling you guys that I want to stretch more. That's why I'm definitely going to focus on it heavier for 75 hard at the beginning of the year. But we ended up watching movies, and it got late and super tired, a bunch of excuses, and then I didn't end up doing the deep stretch yoga that I wanted to do. So definitely have to get better at that. Yesterday's long walk was like everything. So I am going to go on a short walk later today for sure. So I'm telling you guys that now, so I hold myself accountable. I absolutely love walking for just the way that it makes me feel overall, mentally, even more so than physically. It's a workout that is just very rejuvenating. You know, it's not necessarily like just physically draining. It's just helps rejuvenate my mind, body, and spirit. So that's one of the things that I loved so much about 75 hard, was all the walking that we did. And so anyways, I'm almost back to the house, so as soon as I whip up my first meal, you guys will see it. So I wanted to go ahead and show you guys real quick my carb count from yesterday. I had 168 grams of net carbs, 209 total carbs, with 35 grams being fiber. I was way higher on my fat than I like to be, 109 grams of fat, and lower on my protein than I like to be, 135 grams of protein. 2,319 calories, which, you know, I'm fine with because I normally do long runs on Sunday, and this one I did a 7-mile walk, and so I like to replenish with a lot of calories, and I like to up my protein, but I did not do that on this day, which is okay, but I normally like to get higher on my protein. So finishing the day at 106 grams of net carbs, and there is all the goodies that I ate, which you guys of course saw. And that dessert that I had with those Siete chips and all those goods on top literally was thebomb.com. It's now 11:30 and I'm going in with my first meal, and I'm absolutely starving. I just made up 3 eggs. I have 3 of the Butterball all-natural turkey sausages and then 1 small avocado. I also added in a slice of this Tillamook medium white cheddar cheese into the scrambled eggs because, you know, I'm living my best life until 75 hard. I have also been sipping on this Bang here. I have been getting a ton of stuff done. And you know when you just don't feel good and you don't feel like you're eating your best or working out your best and, you know, being sick and all of that I had the last week, I got way behind on house stuff. So I was able to get caught up on laundry and cleaning. We were decorating last night, so trying to clean up after all of that. But I'm going to go in with my first meal. I am working on my 2nd liter of water here. I got 3 of these in yesterday. I'm not sure if I said that to you guys or not. I'm waiting on a new water jug because I loved my gallon jug for a 75 hard, but it's so huge and massive to like carry around with me. So I ordered one of the hydro jugs from Black Friday. So I'm super excited for it to come so that I can try that out. And maybe that will be easier to kind of tote around and track my gallon of water. But I am on my 2nd one of these today. And I almost forgot to add my everything but the bagel seasoning on my avocado there, as well as some real salt and black pepper. Okay, so that was incredibly delicious, and I'm like completely cleared the plate. So I'm getting ready to go in with my afternoon supplements. I think I showed you guys these yesterday, but either way, I'm showing you again. I'm getting ready to go in with my first half, and then I take the other half later in the night. So I am super stuffed. I'm going to take these supplements, finish that Bang, and try to knock out a bunch more work. All right, I told you guys that I was going to meal plan. This is the start of the freezer challenge, pantry challenge. So you can't like go buy meat and pantry stuff. You can only get produce or like milk and bread for the family, you know, kid snacks, whatever. So that is what I just went through the freezer trying to see exactly what we had so that I could come up with a meal plan, which you guys saw the chili that I put on the sweet potato last night. It was actually chili that I had hit with the immersion blender so that it would be ready for chili dogs. And I didn't realize that's the one I pulled out to defrost. I still have another chili in there that's just regular, but it's okay. We need to use it up. So I still have the chili from last night that we need to go ahead and use up tonight. So we are going to be doing chili dogs tonight. I made a taco mixture a few days ago and we have it left over. So I am going to go ahead and use that up for tomorrow. I have frozen meatballs in the freezer that I need to use up. So I'm going to make a meatball bake. This I have no idea. A zucchini ham bake. I'm just going to wing it because I have ham in the freezer that I need to use up, so I'll let you guys know how that is. And I also have mozzarella cheese, a couple bags that I need to use up in the fridge. So I'm gonna make something out of that. And then hopefully we'll have leftovers so that we can have leftovers on Friday. In my deep freezer, which I actually need to go grab it out and bring it into this freezer, I have chicken soup, and I'm going to make cornbread on the side, keto cornbread, of course. And then Sunday for cyclical keto, I'm going to do a honey mustard chicken with sweet potato fries because I have honey mustard sauce that I need to use up from G. Hughes in the pantry. And I have some chicken breasts in the freezer that I need to use up. I will have to get sweet potatoes, which you can get produce. So that's literally, I shopped everything from my pantry and freezer. I only need to get zucchini and sweet potatoes and then a couple kid snacks. And other than that, I literally have no grocery shopping this week. We did already get like milk and almond milk, you know, through towards the end of the week last week. So I already had that stuff. So we are good to go there. And then here, of course, you know, I like these little prompts that are in this meal planner. Focus on slowing down and just enjoying this Christmas season. Upcoming next Thursday is my little man's birthday, so I have to do some planning for that. And then pause. I am taking a pause on some videos through the end of the year because I'm going to be vlogging all of 75 hard and just producing a ton of content. And I have some other stuff that I'm working on right now anyway. So instead of focusing on 3 videos a week, I'm probably only going to be doing 1 to 2 videos a week throughout the rest of the month. But let me show you in the freezer. All right, so here is my freezer, which clearly needs to be reorganized and cleaned out again. You can just see stuff is like crammed in there. But down here is where I have all the protein, and I have some boneless chicken. I have 2 bags of these Great Value fully cooked Italian style meatballs, 1 of these ham steaks here, some pork sausage, and then there is the chili that I should have pulled out, but I ended up getting the other one out, but that's all right. We're going to use it up tonight for some chili dogs. That's the meatball, chicken, and ham that I'm going to use, and then I got to grab the soup out of our deep freezer. And my pantry is still pretty organized and cleaned out from when I organized it not that long ago, and I honestly kind of shop out of this every week and try to use up what we have so I don't like have an overabundance. I do have a bunch of sauces down here like G. Hughes and stuff that I need to use up, and then this pizza sauce is the only like marinara that I have to use for the meatball bake, so I'll have to make it work. But as you can see, the rest of this is pretty cleared out as it is, so I will try to get creative and use as much of this up as I can. It's super dark out here right now and you really can't even see in here, but this is mostly just like kid snacks and overflow and this soup. Our overhead light went out in the garage, so you can't really see out there, and that's where our deep freezer is. But this is the soup. This is how I do whenever I have sauces or soups or anything. I always do them in these huge Ziplocs and then lay them flat so they're easy to store in the freezer. So gonna thaw this baby out and have chicken soup. It's 2 o'clock now and I'm going in with a protein shake and an epic chicken sriracha protein bar. Really trying to up my protein game here. And this strawberry prime protein from Equip is awesome. As soon as you open it up, it just smells like strawberry heaven. And I have a cup of almond milk in here. I'm just going to do a scoop of this strawberry protein, blend this up, add some ice, and have it like a strawberry smoothie. And I just filled up my water. I'm on my 3rd liter of water. And I said smoothie, but I meant milkshake. Look at this. It's like so very awesome. Perfect consistency and taste amazing. All right, that straw was broke, but it tastes awesome. If I had some fresh strawberries here, I would definitely throw them in. But I need to get some of those. Oh, I need to add berries on the grocery list because I did not add those on there. But I got to get a couple things of fruit. But if I had some fresh strawberries, I would throw them in there like I did yesterday with that banana, and it was absolutely phenomenal. So it's about 4 o'clock now. I just got back from picking the kids up from school, and I had a little bit of shrimp and broccoli left over from the other night. So I'm not like super starving, but I'm hungry. So I'm going to go ahead and have this. We'll probably do dinner about 6:30 or so in a couple hours. Ooh, it's steaming up there. But I also added a little bit of this medium white cheddar Tillamook cheese. This stuff is super good. I put a little bit on the broccoli, heated it up, and this is what I'll be having for lunch / pre-dinner snack. I'm also going in with my bone broth collagen for the day and working on still my 3rd liter of water. So it's a few minutes after 6 and I'm going to start whipping up our super complicated and in-depth dinner that we have going on tonight, which is simply hot dogs and the leftover chili from the freezer that I thawed out and had last night. We want to go ahead and use this up, so I'm going to cook up these hot dogs, throw some chili and cheese on them, probably make some sweet potato fries or something for the fam, and dinner will be ready to go. All right, so here's dinner all plated up, super easy peasy. We made a ton of hot dogs there. I have 3 hot dogs here, some chili on top with some white onion and yellow mustard, and then a small avocado on the side. And I am starving, and this is looking delicious. So I am going to eat, and I think I only have a little bit of that water left, so I will fill it up for my 4th liter today. All right, so just finished dinner, and it was awesome, and filled my water for the 4th time. So if I finish this, which I plan to, it will be the 4th liter today. And I am going to take the rest of my supplements, which are the other 3 grass-fed beef livers, and then the turmeric, and then I'm also going to have some of this pumpkin spice lollies. They are not doing this flavor anymore, but they are doing gingerbread right now, and you guys know I absolutely love these. I have a referral link down in the description box that'll save you 10% if you want to go get some of their flavors. That gingerbread is awesome. This pumpkin spice is awesome too, so I'm glad that I got an extra bag. But I'm going to end the night with this, and I will catch up with y'all in the morning. If y'all have been sleeping on this Lollis Low Carb, man, this stuff is so delicious. It's super soft and just like, I don't know, so good. I don't know if you guys can see the clusters in there. But I forgot, we're also going to go for a walk tonight. So as soon as we get done having some of this low carb granola here and the hubby gets out of the shower, we are going to go for a walk. All right, guys, we are not doing a long walk tonight because it is 55 degrees and that is way too cold for us. So it'll be about 20 minutes. We're on our way back to the house now. Morning, guys, welcome back. It is Tuesday morning, and as you guys saw last night, we went on a walk. It was absolutely freezing. It was like 55 degrees. Well, I thought that was freezing at 55 degrees, so we only did about a 20-minute walk or so. And then this morning it was 39 degrees, and I was being a sissy and talked myself out of running until it is a little later and the sun is out, because holy moly, I know I'm gonna have to do that for 75 hard, but this morning I didn't. I was like, I'll run later. My husband went and ran, but I was like, no, I'm gonna drink my coffee and get some stuff done, and then after I take little dude to school, then I will come home and run. So yeah, I might ride the bike too. I'm not sure which I'm going to do, but either way, I'll get a workout in one way or another. But I just dropped little guy off at school. I've got to run to Target and grab a pickup order of some Christmas gifts. And so I was just thinking about it because I was praying with little guy this morning, and I was thanking God for my spirit or hunger for growth. And I haven't always had that. I don't think that we just come by it naturally. Maybe some do. That has been something that I have had to foster, and the more that I learn, the more that I want to continue growing in all aspects of life. But I'm just thankful that I have that, because I know that a bunch of people don't, or maybe they just don't foster it. I don't know. I feel like we all know what to do, but we don't all do it. Why is that? What's the difference between people that know and people that do? Because, you know, they say knowledge is power, and that is true. When you know better, you do better. But I think the majority of people in our society know what they're supposed to do. It's just hard to actually execute that. You know, like, we all know how to be rich and skinny, but the majority of people in our society, in America anyways, are broke and overweight. You know what I mean? Like, and you can use that in area, not just with money or health or whatever, but in every area of life. You can know and have all the knowledge that you want in your brain, but you have to be able to take action and want to continually grow. And even if you don't make the right decisions all the time, which none of us are going to, I don't care who you are, if you're a human living on this earth, you are going to mess up and make mistakes, no matter what. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. But do you stay and wallow once you make the mistake? Do you keep making the mistake? Do you learn from it? Do you grow from it? Do you learn from it and then make it again? Like, it's not a linear growth journey, you know? None of us, that we all, it's going to be like this. You're going to learn and grow, and sometimes it's going to be good, and sometimes it's going to be bad. Sometimes it's going to take you 50 times around the mountain before you actually learn from that same mistake. And then you might learn and do good for a while and then revert back to your weakness and mess up again. But the constant state of wanting to grow, the hunger to do better, even if you continually keep messing up, that there's just something in you that wants to keep doing better. And I think we all have that, but you just have to foster it. The more that you do it, the more that you'll like strengthen that growth muscle, and the more that you will want to continue to grow. So I don't know, I just had that thought on my mind, and I thought that I would run it across you guys. So hopefully you guys are making awesome decisions and learning as much as you can, and actually putting what you learn to use, because that's the ultimate thing. You have to take action. You can't just know in your head. You have to make actions with your feet. You got to move your feet and make stuff happen. So anyways, I'm going to go pick this stuff up from Target, then I'll figure out if I'm going to run or bike or what I'm going to do today. And I think I might just go ahead and vlog today also. Like I said, I am only going to be doing, I think, 2 videos a week through the end of the year, because I just have so much other stuff to focus on and a ton of content to prep for the new year. So I'm gonna go to either 1 or 2 videos. Sorry if you guys are bouncing around, but I will catch up with you guys as soon as I get back to the house. Oh, I am drinking on my first liter of water. I drank almost 4 of these yesterday, and I am having a bang. You saw I had coffee earlier this morning, and now I am, of course, sipping on a bang and my water, and I will catch up with y'all as soon as we get back to the house. It is way later in the day, guys. It's already like 1 o'clock. The time just got away from me trying to get a bunch of stuff done. But I am now finally moving my body, and it has warmed up a little bit. It's still like cool and crisp out in the air, but it has warmed up at least a little bit. So I'm just walking for a few minutes, just get my body all nice and warmed up, and I decided to run today. It's just gonna be a short run, probably at least get 2 or 3 miles in, slowly get back in my running game, but let's get moving. finish up a few miles here. Super out of breath, but I was just thinking about it, and running is still one of the hardest workouts that I do, but always at the end, the most rewarding. And that is just like anything in life. Anything worth having is worth fighting for. And the stuff that's hard is probably double worth it. All right, guys, so I ended up just finishing 7 miles. I ran 7 miles, and now I am doing a cool down walk for a mile. So it will be 8 miles once I wrap it up. But running 7 miles after, oh, look at me looking like a sweaty hot mess. But running 7 miles after how I've been struggling the last couple weeks with running is like a huge accomplishment. And just like I was just saying, running is literally one of the hardest things that I do workout wise, and it always reaps the most benefit. And that's indicative of most things in life, right? The hardest things that are the hardest for us, or that we're struggling through, or that we're avoiding and seem so big and overwhelming, normally are the thing that we need to do the most, and the thing that we will reap the most benefit from. I have been through some insanely hard things in my life, guys, as I'm sure all of you have too. But the things that were the absolute hardest, that I had to fight my way through tooth and nail to overcome, those are the things that I reap the most reward and benefits still to this day out of my life from. And that's just like running, working out, making good choices with food, anything with your kids, business, marriage, all the big important things of life that we all want to be successful in. The hard things that we're avoiding is where all the success and the prize is that we're looking for. And that's, you have to just start. You have to start somewhere and make moves. That's it. Like, we're all born to be great and be fighters in this world. God didn't put us all on this earth just to live a miserable life, a mediocre, like miserable life. We are made to be great. We are all fighters and can handle hard things. Just nobody can do it for you. You have to be the one to get up and make the moves. I had to put my shoes on. I had to get out on the pavement. I had to get my feet moving. And those things compound together and build momentum and get you moving. And once I started running, it still sucked in the beginning, but I kept pushing through. I kept moving. I get through those first few miles, and before I know it, here I'm at 7 miles feeling like absolute fire because of making that choice. So I don't know, I'm just encouraging you guys today. That was on my heart to tell you that whatever you're facing, that you're avoiding the most and struggling with the most, that is the thing that you need to grab by the horns to tackle. That's the thing that you need to go all in on. And once you start making moves, that momentum will build, and you can get to the other side to reap those benefits quicker. All right, guys, there are my ketones. It's 3 o'clock. I'm getting ready to get something to eat. Had a fire run, as you guys already know, and it is Tuesday. I forgot to check the rest of this vlog on Sunday or Monday for my carb up day, but as you can see here, Tuesday afternoon, I am back into ketosis, coming in at a 0.6. So it's now 4 o'clock, and I am going in with the first meal of the day. As you guys know, I did the run, then I had to come back and go get little guy from school, all that. Anyways, it's now 4 o'clock, and I have a couple of the hot dogs left over from last night and chili. I'm trying to get rid of this chili, guys. It's like, I'm about over it though. And then I threw a slice of cheese on there with some onions and mustard, just repeat of last night for lunch. And then I also made a chocolate peanut butter shake. So stoked to try this. It's a cup of almond milk, a serving of the Lakanto peanut butter powder, and some of the Prime Protein chocolate. I told you guys I stocked up for Black Friday. I will be filming like a whole haul. I don't know if I mentioned that to you guys, of everything that I got on Black Friday. So definitely be looking out for that. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on those videos. But this is the first time of trying the chocolate with the peanut butter chocolate protein at all. I've done the strawberry and the vanilla, and they're both bomb. So I'm going to have this shake and try to get in my protein, especially after that long run. And since I haven't had anything today, so I'm going to eat this, have the shake. Then I got to run the little guy to karate, and we are having leftover taco stuff, which I'll show you guys when we get back. And I filled this up for the second time. I'm slacking a little bit on my water today. It's 6:30 now, and I'm going to heat up dinner and sticking with the the freezer pantry leftover challenge. I am just going to heat up some of this taco mixture that I made over the weekend. I think we had it on Saturday night, and it does have corn in there. Don't be triggered. It was 1 can for the huge pot that I made, so it's probably 6, 7 carbs or something a serving, which isn't a ton, so I'm fine with that. But I have some low carb, the Mission low carb tortillas, and I'm going to heat this up in the microwave and throw this on some of the shells, and dinner will be ready. All right, guys, so here's dinner all plated up. I'm just living straight dirty keto tonight. I have 2 of the Carb Balance Mission tortillas. These are 4 net carbs a piece, and then the taco mixture, which I don't know if I told you guys, it has corn, cream cheese, rotel. It's how I used to make it a long time ago, pre-keto, and we wanted it again. I just didn't add the black beans to it, but I'll bring it in a what's for dinner if you guys want to see it, so let me know down below. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this vlog. I'm doing some reading here. I'm getting ready to take my nightly supplements, which I've told you guys about already. I don't think I'm going to have anything else the rest of the night. I'm going to finish reading, try to start editing this video, and jump in the bath, and then do some yoga. So I'm not going to have anything else tonight. I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here so I can start editing for you guys and get it up for you. So thank you guys all so very much for watching and hanging out with me the last few days. If you are new, I would love it if you'd subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way anytime I upload a video, then YouTube will notify you and you won't miss out on anything I have coming up. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next video.